Today, I want to reveal the 2 best ways to build rapport with executives so it's easier for you to develop long-lasting relationships and open doors to several career opportunities. Hi, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Allie, and today we got another segment of Q&A where I answer one of your questions on anything related to career, work, or leadership. If you have a question for me, then make sure to leave it in the comment box down below, and maybe it'll be featured on another segment of Q&A. Otherwise, sit back, relax, and grab a drink, and we'll get started. So I want to discuss this topic after receiving this question from Ronald J. asking if I could discuss methods to build rapport with executives who don't work with you directly. So first off, thank you for that question, Ronald. Building rapport is an important skill that can pretty much make or break your career. Do it well, and you'll have an expansive network of connections that give you greater influence in your company and easier access to the best resources. Do it poorly, however, and your career is going to suffer. No one's willing to listen to you. It's difficult to find training opportunities, and you're always considered last for job promotions. So how can you build rapport and, in this case, build rapport with executives who are, I would argue, the most difficult to build rapport with? Now, I'll be honest, I could run through a whole list of strategies you can use to build rapport, but when it comes to executives, I found that it always boils down to 2 key things: reputation and value. And so, for this video, I'll discuss how doing these 2 things will help you build rapport with executives. First, we have reputation. If you're trying to build rapport with an executive, then you need to first improve your work reputation with those closest to you, and let word of mouth do the rest of the work. Realistically, the opportunities you'll have with an executive will be few and far between. So you want to make the most of those moments by making sure they're aware of your existence and your contributions to the company. This means you need to be a top performer and help those around you. You need to go above and beyond without being asked and make sure you're treating everyone in the company well. Your objective is to stand out and become a talking point among upper-level management. And as you can probably guess, this takes time. But it's the most effective strategy for getting on a first-name basis with your higher-ups. Trust me when I say that when word spreads, you won't need to approach them. They'll approach you. But just in case you're skeptical, let me share with you a story of one of my clients. When he first came to this company, he was an intern receiving hourly pay, nothing special. It was meant to be a 3-6 month gig, what you would usually expect for a summer internship. But check this out. By the time the internship ended, not only was he asked to stay longer, but after being with the company for 9 months, they promoted him to a project manager, which is essentially 3 promotions for his particular career. 10 months later, he's making over 6 figures on a first-name basis with the company VP and frequently gets personal calls from other C-suite executives. So how did a mere intern jump to such a high position and develop strong connections with C-suite executives in less than 2 years? Well, he focused on building his reputation. He took every opportunity to stand out. He volunteered to work on the weekends, assisted other departments with work that wasn't his own, attended all social gatherings, and finished his work ahead of schedule. He invested his time into the business, was sociable, and turned in work that checked the boxes for his boss. These actions are what impressed his boss, and his boss is the one who spread the word about him. In fact, he's the one who demanded that he be hired for the project manager position. And it created such a huge commotion that a couple executives flew out to meet him in person. And so the moral of the story is that reputation matters. Build that, and word of mouth will do the rest of the work for you, especially when it comes to building rapport with executives. Next, you need to demonstrate your value and worth. Having a great reputation alone isn't enough for building rapport with an executive. Once you have the opportunity to meet this executive, you need to show why you're valuable to them and the company. And how do you do that? Investigate what problems they need solved and provide a solution to it. Now, I know what you're thinking. How can you help an executive? Now, hear me out. Yes, there's a clear difference in level and status between you and this executive, but there are 2 things that you're likely to have an executive doesn't: expertise and time. Don't get me wrong, executives are great at what they do, but that doesn't mean they know everything. Use that to your advantage to help them out. For the most part, I suggest you focus on problems that are relevant to your expertise. But hey, if you find out that you both share the same hobby or interest, then go with that. Help them out with that. Remember, building rapport is about establishing a connection, which means your goal should be about developing an organic, reciprocal relationship, not taking advantage of these people and their resources. You need to see creating value as your chance to get your foot through the door and establish that you want to help them. No strings attached. So, focus on finding a problem that you can solve and volunteer your advice without any expectations. Do this, and you'll not only come off as a genuine and valuable person, but you'll create a connection that'll last you for years to come. And there you have it, my best 2 ways to build rapport with executives. Focus on building your reputation and establishing value, and you'll develop solid relationships with executives in no time at all. If you've been finding it difficult to improve your reputation, then I highly suggest you watch this video right here, where I reveal my top tips for building your reputation. If you enjoyed watching this video, then make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It helps me get my videos out there and lets you know when I release new content. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me today. Until next time, everyone, take it easy. Bye.